Greetings and salutations to my church family, to my Facebook friends. Welcome to another edition of Moments with the Master. Moments with the Master was primarily designed to come to you each and every Monday and Friday at 8 a.m. to literally kickstart your day, to take the time to hear a word from the Word. And in order to do that, one must take the time to look at the Word, learn from the Word, lean on the Word, and do all you can to live by the Word. This morning, beloved, I'm here today to tell you that nothing worthwhile is easy. Did you hear what I said? Nothing worthwhile is easy. There are so many things in our lives working to hinder us from doing all that we can do and being all that we can be. And over the years, I debated with myself, which is the worst enemy, procrastination or discouragement? Of course, procrastination is when we keep putting things off until tomorrow, until we have no more tomorrows. Discouragement takes us by the hand and takes us to the space, takes us to the place where we just want to quit. We just want to give up. Both procrastination and discouragements are tools of the enemy to get us not to do that which God has purposed for us to do. In Galatians chapter 6, verse number 9, Paul says something interesting, intriguing, and most instructive. In Galatians chapter 6, verse number 9, Paul encourages us to resist both procrastination and discouragement. He says in Galatians chapter 6, verse number 9, he says, let's not get tired of doing what's right or doing what's good. Why, you may ask? Because Paul says, at just the right time, you will reap a harvest of blessings. If you refuse to give in, if you refuse to give up, if you refuse to give out, you will reap a harvest of blessings. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer me honestly. Do you ever get tired of doing what's right? I know I do. I'm tired of sometimes I get tired of being the only one that's willing to take the high road when somebody mistreats me. I know I do. And if the truth be told, we all do. There are moments, there are times in our lives where we find it easier to do what's wrong rather than to do that which is right. Beloved, whenever we allow ourselves to become discouraged, at that very moment, we become ineffective. The very moment that we allow ourselves to become discouraged, become disappointed, to procrastinate, we become ineffective. We become ineffective. And in a real sense, we work against our own faith in God, because we are saying, in a real sense, it can't be done. And that's opposite of what Paul tells us in the book of Philippians. Paul says, I can do all things through Christ if he gives me the help and he gives me the strength. Let me ask you, how do you handle your discouragement? Listening audience, how do you handle moments of disappointment? How do you handle your failures? Do you get grumpy? Do you become frustrated? Do you start complaining? Do you finish what you start? or do you give up? Do you give in? Just plain give out? Well, I stopped by today to ask you to rate your persistence. Begin rating your endurance, because it's easy to give up. It's easy to give in when you're discouraged. But know, whenever you allow yourself to become discouraged, you are literally ineffective. You're fighting against your own faith in God, because we can do all things if God comes by our side and give us the help, give us the strength. He promised to do so, and he will. But beloved, I want you to understand, if you're discouraged, if you're disappointed, if you failed in some way, if you are procrastinating, don't allow procrastination, don't allow discouragement, because if it's worthwhile, it's never, ever easy. Promise me that you won't give up without a fight. Yeah. Let the enemy know he's in a fight, because you're in a fight for your faith. And there are some things worth fighting for, because nothing worthwhile is ever, ever easy. Take, for example, when an artist wants to create a sculpture, how does he do it? How does he do it? He does it by keep chipping away. By keep chipping away. That's how a sculptor finishes a sculpture, because he keeps chipping away. That's not only true in artistry, it's true in life. How are you going to be successful in your life, in your living? You got to keep chipping away at it. Yeah, a sculptor just doesn't hit the sculpture one time and then quits. No, 10,000 times no. He keeps chipping away at it. That's not only true for an artist, it's true for you and I. If we're going to be successful in life, beloved, we got to keep chipping away at it, because nothing worthwhile ever comes easy in life unless you and I are willing to keep chipping away at it. And if you keep chipping away at it, I declare, you'll soon discover that your life will become a masterpiece. That's right, a masterpiece. You will become, if you keep chipping at it, a masterpiece. Child of God, always remember, you and I are pieces of the master. You're a piece of the master. And if it's true that you are a piece of the master, that makes you a masterpiece. I see that my time is up. It's far better to have God and not need him than to need God and not have him. If you walk with God, my God will walk with you. God bless till we meet again.